Ed, good morning. Retail sales, we saw those numbers drop sharply in December. They took the market by surprise, didn't they? So does that mean there's a chance the Reserve Bank, any chance whatsoever, Ed, that it will hold rates next week?
Pete, some economists have it as a small chance that the RBA will hold rates next week. A lot of economists believe there's going to be at least one or two more cash rate rises for Australia's economy. Before the retail sales numbers came out, the market or money markets were pricing the cash rate to peak at 3.8%. As soon as the numbers came out from the ABS, that went down to 3.7% peak. So those numbers yesterday, the retail sales figures, were a big surprise. The markets were expecting retail sales to just decline by 0.3% during December. Instead, they dropped by a whole almost 4%. Sorry, they went down 3.9%, which was a huge fall in retail spending. So it's a sign that Aussies are starting to tighten up.
Okay, the latest property figures out this morning, Ed. National house prices fell in January for a 10th straight month.
10 straight months of falls for the property market. This is the latest PropTrack report. Look, the good news is, for those that own a home right now, the fall during January was just 0.09%. On the screen here, you can see how property prices have been tracking over the past few years. And you can see on the right there, some cities actually went up in price over the past 12 months. They obviously peaked around March 2022. So some like Adelaide are still up 8% over the last 12 months. But others, the big capitals like Sydney and Melbourne, you can see are down between 6 and 7% a piece. But PropTrack say, despite these figures, house prices are actually up almost 29% on pre-pandemic levels. So while we've had some property price falls, particularly June and July last year was when there was big falls in prices, they're still up almost 30% when you compare them to 2019.
All right, the report says the worst of the downturn appears to have passed, Ed. So when will house prices start to pick up again?
Well, this is the big thing. So PropTrack say it's going to be when interest rates normalise, when there's less uncertainty with homeowners of is the Reserve Bank going to be raising rates again, or what's going to be happening. So the expectation is around June or July this year, we're going to see the cash rate more at those normal stable levels where it's not going to be bouncing around anymore. And once we get to that point, people will start borrowing more money again. They'll start buying homes, and house prices will slowly begin to creep up, probably from the middle of this year.
Yeah. Still, we'll be facing higher interest rate bills, though, compared to what they were a year ago. Anyway, thanks, Ed. Talk to you soon.